time as we're underway here in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Hey, alert 33, 20.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. It's caught. Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Check cross. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number... Hey. 53. Hey, watch the leg. Check 31.
And now to the air, Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Andy Dalton. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Check 53's Mike. Tackles. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Slam.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And shedding through the tackle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Check 13. Tighten up. Yeah, 5-6.
So Dalton now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Regular. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Kevin Huber now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st down, punt. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Alert! 180! Coming for you, sir. I'm coming for you, sir.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Mayfield looks to throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Hands up, 318! First down. 53, Mike 53! First and 10 at the 22. Hands up! 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. Looking deep downfield. This is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
King!
Mayfield to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Check 53. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Right here.
Mixon. second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All right. Here we go. Let's go. Hands up. Hey, let's get this. 53. Hands up.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Under a heavy rush and down. He goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Landry. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 36, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And Dalton to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the slant. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mayfield down. Oh, stays out. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Mayfield and his Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Taylor, complete. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Don't get nervous. 53's the mic.
368.
Let's go.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting
under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Check safety. 2-2. Move. Motion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, dude. Check 53.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
53. Mike, 53.
3rd down. A shot here for Dalton. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. Mike, 53.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll give it to Mixon. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Dalton, 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Andy Dalton now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jannard Avery in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he's going to go down again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, I got him. That's me. 53's the mic. 53. We're good.
Dalton here from the gun. Got a man open. It's Ross. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check. 53's mic. Ain't no such thing. Smooth. 53's the mic. 53.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check it backer.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
53.
It's do or die for Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's going to go down as time has now...